it's just, yeah, I think it's grown and organically, to put it that way. It's developed its own momentum, and so it's definitely like met my expectations and exceeded it, and it's different. There isn't a grand story. I mean, I think it was just a group of us that were sitting around at one of our first meetings and said we're trying to think of a name, and so someone just said, hey, like we were talking about something local, some food related, so just the name Local Sprouts came together out of that meeting, and we were like, yeah, that sounds great, like that. And it's been a really great name. I think that I mean, one of the challenges, people always think we grow sprouts, which we've been meaning to for a long time. Like I said, we're going to start growing some stuff in here, so we will grow sprouts, but like people think we're like a sprouts farm, which we're not. And people also think we like only serve vegetarian, vegan food, which we don't. I mean, we serve free range and natural meats. But I think people say that people get it when they hear it. They say, oh, get that we're local. We're about earthy stuff. We're into seeing things grow and being a part of that process. So it's kind of like the name fit us well. Then having Local Sprouts Cooperative too, so people know that we're cooperative, and that's putting that in there as well, so people can understand that. A lot of people say, "What's a cooperative?" So it gives a starting point for conversations, which is great. But as a worker cooperative, the workers in business together. We really try to create an environment where everyone has a voice and everyone can share their perspectives. And we feel that while sometimes that's more challenging, it's also more rewarding. For us, we really believe a lot in collaboration. We really see that there's a lot is possible through collaboration, working together with different organizations, because when you share resources, when you share your space, when you share what you're doing and combine your skills together, there's more you can accomplish. And so the Bomb Biggie Bakery is a production bakery, so they sell various baked goods that are here at the cafe. And so we have different art shows that happen with members of the Bomb Biggie Baking Arts Program, and then we have art shows from other people in the community that put up art on the walls here at Local Sprouts.
Want it to be accessible to people that are passionate about local food and community, and having integrity in the workplace.
And we really want to see how can we kind of grow what we're doing, evolve it into something that's ultimately more sustainable and supporting the local community, the local economy, supporting local farmers, and is teaching people in the process and empowering people through the process of cooking with local foods.
Our mission is to provide local food to people in Portland or people passing through Portland.
Focus is working with local organic food. When we've developed a lot of relationships with local farms, and that's really important to us. And so we really continue to seek out where we can get something local. And
you get to know the farmers, and you realize that they care about what they're doing, and that they're growing food with integrity, and it's something that they're really passionate about too. So you develop these relationships, these friendships even, and just feel a lot better about what you're eating, and usually you'll end up being a little bit healthier. Some of the less expensive food that will fill you up, that will provide nourishment for a lower price, I think, is what people come here for. Because it's and mac and cheese, yeah. I guess my thing is trying to take what people want to see and make it work, and take what's around and make it work, and kind of just a really basic home-style, traditional food, and just taking things that people are comfortable with and used to, and making it really special. I think people are really excited. People that eat here have different dietary needs, and we get a lot of gluten-free people, we get a lot of vegans, vegetarians, and traditional eaters that want to eat meat that's not from a factory farm, you know, and that's from somewhere where they can learn about it and ask someone like, hey, where's my burger from? And, you know, the person out front can say, hey, it's from a Weebit farm, it's awesome, it's Scottish beef, it's, you know, free range, grass-fed, delicious, just try it, you'll be back for another one.
So just build that connection so people, you know, it's not just, hey, we use local foods, but people will be like, no, hey, here's the farmer that's growing this food. You know, you get your salad greens from here, here's the farmer that's growing this. So the other things that we do a lot of composting as well, so all of our food scraps are composted.
You know, making those connections, and once you start to make the connections, it's like a ball that keeps rolling. And so, you know, people have approached us, various farmers have came to us, we've found other farmers, and you know, you just start making those connections and find the people that it kind of works out with.
It's challenging, you know, right now, like, we're middle of March, almost end of March. This is one of the hardest times to eat locally in Maine, you know, and so it's, you know, but we continue to see, well, where can we get something locally, you know, and so sometimes that's, you know, reaching out to another farmer and saying, hey, do you still have this crop?
So, but it's remarkable what's being grown in Maine in the winter. We just took a field trip out to Laughingstock Farms to see where our salad greens come from, and they grow it all year round in these like really awesome greenhouses that run on used cooking oil. It's crazy.
And so it's taking some of those extra steps to build those connections and relationships to be able to get local foods.
I think it's just conversation really is what sparks that and what you're going to get more information from. So.
What a beautiful face I have found in this place that is circling all around the sun. What a beautiful dream that could flash on the screen in a blink of an eye and be gone from me. Soft and sweet, let me hold it close and keep it here with me.
It's a spot where other ideas can sprout, other you know, energies can grow, and people can connect together. Even before we opened, it felt like there was community here, you know, because people put their energy into the space and really creating it. We had a lot of different artists that did murals on the walls, painting, and you know, again, just people sharing their creativity. We are very family friendly. We got the kids area here, which so many parents love that you have this area. I mean, I have 2 young kids myself, so this is like thinking about that. And you know, when I go out to eat somewhere, I want a place where my kids and my family feels comfortable. And you know, a lot of places you don't because your kids don't have a spot to go. So we wanted to create spaces family friendly. We wanted to do the counter service here as opposed to table service, just a little more casual. You know, a lot of places are kind of either a venue or a restaurant. So we, you know, wanted to create a space where music could happen and people could eat. So,
you know, I've never had a place I could hang out before that I felt comfortable, and this is just a great place. If I ever just feel like being around people, there's always somebody I know, and the food is always really good.
Kind of the gathering of the community. It's a place for everybody to come together. You know, we know where we're getting our food from, which is really important to me and a lot of people that come here.
The owners of Local Sprouts and people who come here like genuinely care, and that creates a really pleasant atmosphere. And it's a really good space, and it has a lot of potential because I think that Local Sprouts is very open to being a resource for community building types of things.
One of the things we wanted to really kind of work on is finding a nice balance so that, you know, events here would balance well with the food and with the people eating, you know, so it wasn't like people felt like, you know, oh, there's this show going on and I was just coming here to have a nice dinner. And a lot of our staff, a lot of our workers are musicians and artists and performers, and myself, I'm a musician and performer, and it's been great having music and be a space for that. We have our a puppet show this Saturday, children's puppet hour. A friend of mine actually went to high school with in Yarmouth. And grew up with. She does really amazing puppets, so she'll be doing that. And it's going to be interactive, like kids can play with puppets too. So yeah, but yeah, it's been really great to connect with musicians. You know, primarily it's local musicians we have here, but even musicians from touring, and be able to build those connections together. So just create a space that's expressing ourselves creatively in various ways, through food, through music, through art, through community events. It's been quite a learning process, and I think just learning as much as you can, and talking to people that have done it is a really important part of the process.
And our hope is with more worker owners coming on board, there'll be some fresh ideas and energy, ways to reach out to the community further and create more programs for cooking.
Seen is kind of, as we've gone through the process, it's like you continue to learn. It'll continue to evolve in the ways that different people bring in energy, they'll help it to grow and help the sprout to blossom. So yeah, it's really it's been really exciting to see this space in like 9 months really already become like a central hub for community and local foods in Portland.